Hi, I'm Georgie, Head of Central Marketing at Popeyes UK. We are opening at Bristol Avonmeads Shopping Centre this Friday, the 11th of April at 11 a.m. So we are stood in our park and serve bays, and the idea of these is that you can pull into the bay in your vehicle, scan the QR code, you can then order your Popeyes food online and it'll be brought up to you in the car. So when it's raining and it's wet and miserable in Bristol, you don't need to get out of your vehicle. So when you come inside Popeyes, there are multiple ways to order. First of all, as I mentioned previously, you can order online. Secondly, you can order via one of our touchscreen kiosks. So you can choose takeout or eat in. Takeout is your traditional way of ordering, so placing an order on the kiosk, going up to the counter and then taking away your food. But we want people to really experience New Orleans and to come and dine inside the restaurant. So the best way to do that is to select eat in. So then coming onto the menu, starting with the sandwich, Popeyes is known for the chicken sandwich that broke the internet after we launched it in the US in 2019. People queued around the block to make sure that they could be the first to try the chicken sandwich. So that's something we're really proud of. The classic chicken sandwich, as you'll see in the kitchen shortly, is our chicken breast with pickles and mayo, but we've got lots of limited time offers available as well. So very new on the menu is our super stack. So that is the chicken breast, but with also cheese and hash brown. It's amazing. We then have the traditional Popeyes menu items, and by traditional I mean that because we are the same Popeyes brand as you'd see around the world. So as being part of that brand, there's certain items that we will always have. So for example, our signature Louisiana chicken, which is bone-in chicken, our hot wings, our tenders, and then our unique menu items, really a selling point for us, are our sides and dips. So if I go on here, we have what we call biscuits, and that's essentially for a UK customer, it's like a scone, but we serve that with honey, hot honey, Cajun gravy, which is again my personal favourite, and then also with breakfast it'll be served with Nutella or strawberry jam, so you can have it throughout the day. We also have mash and gravy, which is a standard New Orleans delicacy, and similarly slaw as well. We also have kids meals in our what we call a poppy box, so you can have a kids chicken sandwich, a kids wrap, and then also a drink and a salad. Finally, we've got our saving menu. So this is when you want something a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller, obviously a much lower price as well. So lots of options there, and we'll take you through to the kitchen now and show you how it's done.
So hi, my name's Nicole. I'm the Senior Trainer Manager for Popeyes, and I'm going to take you through the kitchen. So over here is where all the magic happens. This is our breading station. And we have the fabulous Stu on our breading station today, and he's going to teach us how to make the chicken. So all our chicken comes in fresh. It is hand battered, hand made, hand stretched and hand fried. So we'll give our nice batter a whisk, and then he's going to take out 2 fillets and he'll make 2 famous chicken fillets for us today. So as you can see, it comes in normal, like you get from the supermarket, and then he's going to open it up and hand stretch it here. So we hand stretch it to make sure it fits the size of the bun. And then once he's done this, he's going to hand knuckle roll the chicken as well. He'll roll into the chicken, and then he'll toss the chicken in the air 20 times to make sure we get that world famous shatter crunch chicken, which means when you bite into it, you should feel that shatter across your jaw. That's what we're famous for. So you can see it now, aerated, creating that famous shatter crunch chicken. After that, he's going to pop it back into the batter. So we have our handmade batter in store, and then he'll drain it for 3 seconds. And then toss it again another 20 times to really get that shatter crunch that we're famous for. These bits here are your shatter crunch that it's famous for, just on here. So when he hand fries them into this fryer, you'll start to see the pockets really develop as he skims it across the top of the oil. And it's all temperature controlled and time controlled, so that it creates the perfect shatter crunch, but also to ensure we don't get any raw chicken. So you can see that shatter crunch starting to form already around the chicken. These ones here have already been in, so you can see them cooking. That shatter crunch straight across the chicken. Once they're fried, we take them out and we let them rest for 10 to 30 seconds in order to keep the grease out but the juice inside the chicken. So to make it into the world famous chicken sandwich, we then use our lovely brioche bun, which is nice and buttery. We toast it by putting it into the toaster, and then the heel and the crown will come out perfectly toasted and controlled for us. Then we place it onto our greaseproof paper and we place our mayonnaise. So we have a nice creamy mayonnaise that we put on the heel and the crown to make sure it gets a nice even coverage that balances out the flavours. Then we add 2 pickles, just kissing side by side, again to make sure you get a bite of every ingredient. Then our fabulous shatter crunch chicken straight over the top, and then we put the crown on and crown our chicken sandwich. Keep it nice and tall. We always say a tall sandwich is a happy sandwich. And then we wrap it with our signature fold, a little bit like a Christmas present, and then we have our famous chicken sandwich.
Hey, I'm Tom Crowley, the CEO of Popeyes UK, and we're opening our first store in Bristol this week. We have decided to open here in Bristol. This part of Bristol is a fantastic opportunity for us. We've been looking at Avonmeads for some time. In fact, we've been looking all around Bristol for some time for the very best locations. But this one came up and we're like, okay, we have to take this opportunity to open here. We've got some other stores already signed in other parts of Bristol, so we will be opening one in Clifton, we have one in Longwell Green, but in particular this location felt great for our first store. Great neighbourhood, great part of Bristol. I'm from Bristol originally, so I know this part of Bristol very well. And we're looking forward to getting open this Friday. You can expect the very best fried chicken in the world, according to me. Now that we've been open 4 years now, we have 75 locations across the UK already. And we've been well received wherever we've gone. We generally have very large queues for the first couple of weeks. We opened our first store 4 years ago in Stratford, West London. And we had queues of about 200 people for about 3 months. So incredible response to our products, and we hope the people of Bristol really like what we do.
So that's a taste of what you can expect at Popeyes here in Bristol, Avonmeads Shopping Centre. We open this Friday, the 11th of April at 11 a.m. The queue starts at 9, and the first 4 pedestrians and the first 4 people parked in our park and serve bays will win free chicken sandwiches for a year, so make sure you get done early.